Oh man, bingo. Base camp.
Hold on a second.
Oh, come on.
Okay, ready.
925805.
07, 08, 05.
07. Copy. 08. On the way. 05. Over. All right, she got it. She's on the way. Today I want to talk about communications and the importance of being able to communicate effectively with your group. Now there's two important things to think about when you're communicating with your group. Number one is the tool that you use. Number two, the way you transmit that communication using that tool. Now one of the specific tools I want to talk about today are these 5-watt radios from Rocky Talkie. We're going to go ahead and rule out any 2-watt radios. They're just not going to have the strength and the power to reach out. Instead, I want to draw a baseline at least 5 watts and up. As far as durability, look for something waterproof. These Rocky Talkie 5 watts are IP67 up to 1 meter of submersion. The battery life, you're going to probably get somewhere between 4 to 6 days on these. Again, you do have that 5 watts of range. These are GMRS, so you will need a license with this. I'll put a link in the description on where you can get started for that. It's around 30 bucks and it takes no time to get it. A little bit more information here on the back of the box. This also has the NOAA weather channels, 121 privacy codes. It's repeater capable. It does have a removable antenna and USB-C charging. It is FRS compatible as well. So when we open it up, we're greeted here with the actual walkie-talkie, and we've got a pamphlet in here, directions, tells you a little bit more how to use the walkie-talkie. If you scan this barcode, you can download that manual. There's a carabiner clip included, USB Type-C cable, and a fairly nice whip antenna. The spare whip antenna is going to get you a little more distance. They're super simple to change out. Just rotate the pre-installed one and then screw the new one in. It's going to give you a little bit more range. Now the clip just connects down here on the bottom. Super simple, clips in. This portion is going to connect to your backpack so that if you happen to drop this, you don't lose your only way to communicate. On this side, we got our Type-C charging. There's also an additional accessory you can purchase to use a headset with this. On the back, we got this really nice gator clip, and this guy is strong. It does rotate 360 degrees. It comes with a little bit of encouragement. Push your limits. I agree with that. This battery is also removable with these screws here, and you can purchase an additional one as a backup. On the opposite side, we have the push to talk. We have the AB setting here to go back and forth between channels. We have the volume buttons here, which additionally act as different functions depending on if you hold the power button and push these at the same time. Those are all laid out in the manual. On the top, we've got a nice big power button here, and we've also got a toggle here up and down to scan and also to lock the device. It does have 2 flat posts on the bottom that allow it to stand up. So the power is on, we're going to press and hold that power button. You get an audible confirmation there that it's come on. I'm able to simply change through those channels by using that little toggle on the top. Super simple, easy to use. Test 1, 2, woodchuck to gray squirrel. Now once we have our tools for communication set up and ready to go, we want to also look at ciphers. Ciphers are essentially a secret way of writing a code. Now the goal is to take this secret code and communicate it effectively using the right tools. Now for the secret code or the ciphers, we're going to need a couple pieces of paper. You're also going to want to designate at least 1 or 2 people out of your group, if you have that many, to keep track of the exact same ciphers that you have. Now I've got a lot of different rows and a lot of different columns here, and these can be set up in infinite ways, meaning you can determine exactly how you want to set this up, how many rows, how many columns. We have all 26 letters of the alphabet. We've also got numbers 1 through 0. And what I've done is marked it off with the top here. We read from left to right. And so I've got 0. This column, this row is 0. This row is 1. This row is 2. All the way down to number 9. I've left a few open down here for some custom things if you want. On the top, we've got column 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can run this the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however you want to do it. But you're reading starting from the left, and then you're going to read from the right. But essentially, once you make this, you're going to need to make a copy of this on another piece of paper exactly like this to give to that second person, okay? Now, I don't recommend putting the key on here, especially for the symbols. Try to memorize those if you can, or put them on a separate piece of paper, which is what I've done. For instance, the circle with the 2 arrows, hit the road quick. If I communicate this over to you, that means get out of camp, get away as fast as you can. This next symbol here means fresh water, safe campsite, a good place to set up with fresh water. This next one, good place to hide. The upside down triangle, dangerous road, stay away. 2 diamonds, keep quiet. This particular one here means vicious dog. You never know what kind of animals you're going to come across in the woods. And you can customize this and create these however you want. Now, to use this cipher with a walkie-talkie communicator, you would basically communicate with your camp. Base camp, come in. Once that person replies, you can immediately go into your cipher. Now, they're going to have this exact same key in front of them so that they're able to communicate with you. And so if I want to spell the word no, all I've got to do is say 0, 9, and then my O, which is going to be 2, 9. So I'll come in and say 0, 9, 2, 9. They're going to be looking at their cipher and go, okay. They're going to write down the letter N on a piece of paper. And they're going to look at their key and see, okay, 2, 9. Down the road 2, column 9, no. Now, if I know someone's going to be approaching the base camp and they're going to try to do harm, all I've got to do is use my key down here. This is my cipher for get out immediately, hit the road, which is going to be 6, 5. So down the row 6, column 5. So all I've got to do is go base camp, 6, 5. That's all I've got to say. They're going to look at their key and go, we need to go right now. If I'm hiking ahead of them and they're not too far behind me and I come across a pack of wild dogs, I can let them know really quickly here, 5 and 1, hey, base camp, 5, 1. And they'll understand, hey, he either needs help or we need to be on the lookout. Now, if my group happens to be behind me and I'm on a very dangerous road, I can let them know immediately to stay away. And dangerous road is going to be the upside down triangle that I've created here on 1 and 9. So I can relay that really quickly, base camp 1, 9, and they know that road is not safe. Now, I hope this video was helpful to you today. It's a lot of fun creating these. You can sit down and make these however you want. You can customize that cipher however you want to do it, make up your own little keys and all that stuff. It's just a lot of fun with your friends and family. So put it into place, put it into practice, get out and have some fun in the outdoors. I'm Justin Johnson. Hit that like and subscribe button for me if you would, and I'll see you on the next one.